Hello friends and welcome back to our YouTube channel Struggle to Satisfaction, and this is day 2 of learning PML from scratch. And today we are going to continue what we left behind on that day. So I hope you guys watched that videos, and if you have any doubt, please use the comment section. It's all yours. Any doubt, I will try my best to give you the answers. Okay, so on the previous session, I was discussing about the macros and the difference between macro and PML. I hope you got it. Okay, so now just continuing from this notes only. So let's move on to the today's topic, and that is called as variables. Very common and very important thing here you can say in any coding language. Okay, so we did not start any PML proper coding in E3D. I'm just giving you a fundamental information about the program. Okay, so variable. So I will take an example. Let us assume there is a box. We are assuming, I'm just trying to explain what is variable. So let us say there is a box which stores something. Okay, so you gave a box a name. Let us say or you can just write down name, box a name. Okay, and then you put a value inside it. Let us say 60. Let us say 60. Instead of name, I can write down here. Let us say there is a temperature box. There is a box which named as temperature, and the value which is going to store in that is 60. Okay, so I can say box to simplify it. I can say box name is equals to temp, and values value inside is equals to 60. You understand what is variable? Variable is a container which stores something. So this is called variable. So here the variable name is temperature, and it store a value of 60. Okay, very simple language, right? Variable is equals to box that store a value. Okay, in PML, variable starts with this symbol. Okay, let me put it into a double quotes. So it means this is important. So it starts with this symbol, yeah, exclamatory mark. So what variable can store? Variable can store what? Okay, variable can store what? So variable can store a text. It can store a text. Now text data type is string. Okay, don't worry about this word string, int, blah blah thing. Just understand variable can store text value. Second, variable can store numbers. Variable can store number, the data type can be int. And the third value is variable can store true and false. That is called as boolean value. It is called as boolean, right? So string data type. So a variable can store text, like for example, if you have a pipe name. Okay, if it is written in full alphabets, so it's considered as a text. Or you can miss the number can also be used as a text also, like p-100. So if you want to consider that as a text, you can consider that as a text. Similarly, number 60, like here in your example, like value inside is 60, so I can consider this as int. Okay, and the true and false. So this true and false that we consider in this, like, see this logic. If something is true, then do that, and else do this, right? So there we use this, where there, that's how the variables store the values. Okay, so let us take an example. A very simple example. I'm not complicating anything. Okay, so let us say I want to define a variable called a. Variable a. So how to define a variable a? Exclamatory mark a, right? And equals to, give a value called 10. So now you tell me what happened. What's happened here? What's happening here? There is a variable a, and you assigned it a value with a 10, right? You assigned a value with a 10. Now if you want to print this variable, what you need to do? $p. If you don't know what is $p, just check my previous video. You will come to know what is $p and all. Okay, so $p and exclamatory mark a. So what's the output of this? So the output, so in coding now, we whenever you write some command now, either you will get output or it is not necessary to get output, but yeah, generally you can call for an output. So output is equals to what? 10. The output is 10, right? Why? Because you are printing a and a is storing this value 10, so the output will be 10, right? So basically what happened here is exclamatory a is equals to your variable, and dollar exclamatory a is equals to what? Is equals to use its value. Dollar a means use its value, and what is dollar p, dollar p stands for print. Print means output. Okay, print means output. So this is how we store a number. Let's assume I want to create a variable. I want to create a variable, let us say name. Name is equals to, now one more thing, always remember, in my previous session I told you like the string will come under single inverted comma. So name single inverted comma, and I will say, let us say pipe. See, we are dealing with E3D software, so critical words will be used. Okay, so pipe 100 and single inverted comma. So this is a string variable because it's storing a value, the text. Okay, 5-100. Now don't get confused with 100. So 100 is also considered as a string here. Okay, so dollar name and is equal to 5. Now if I want to print this, so dollar p and what? Dollar name. Okay, make sure that what is the name, whatever the name you are used for the variable, the same thing has to be written. It should not like this. You can write like this, dollar p exclamatory one and in small. No. Okay, so make sure that things should be same, right? Okay, so what will be the output? So the output will be what? Output will be capital caps lock 5-100. This will be the output, right? Okay, so here I took two examples of how the variables are. So right now what we did, we assigned a value, we use the value, and we take the output also. Okay, so why variables matter in PML? Because, okay, the next question comes is why variables is useful in E3D. Why? Because these guys store values. Okay, so, or you can say remember values. Why variable is useful in a way? Because it remember values. We can use this value to compare two values. So compare values and make decision, right? Make decision based on values. Yeah, so we can do these three things with the variable. If there is no variable, there will be no logic. Got my point? Okay, so here right now you understand what is variable, what is how we assign the value, and how we use the value, and how we print out the value. Okay, now there are two types of variable. There are two types of variable. There are two types of variable. First one is called as local variable, and the second one is called as global variable. First one is called as local variable, and the second one is called as global variable. So the local variable is defined in this way, exclamatory mark a, and the global variable is defined in this way, double exclamatory mark a. Okay, so what happens in local variable? It will exist only where you write it. Okay, see, whenever you are doing any PML scripting, so coding means what? Like instruction which is going to be executed line by line, right? So wherever you mention this single exclamatory mark a, it will work in that block of code only. Okay, so there are a lot of things in coding, like there's a block of code, like we used to define function, methods, class, object, blah blah things are there. So we are not going into that, but just remember here, local variable will be defined by single exclamatory mark A. Global variable can be defined as double exclamatory mark A. A means variable name. You can write A, B, C, X, Y, Z, or any name. Okay, it will not start with number. Okay, make sure that. Okay, so right, and one more thing is global variable is very powerful and dangerous also. Okay, so you should be very careful whenever you are defining any variable as a global variable, right? And another thing is that this um, the most important thing you can say, local variable is single used. Okay, it will be used single, like how to say that, once. Okay, once in a block of code it will be used once, but global variable can be reused. So that's the power of global variable, but you can, someone can misuse also. Okay, so it, global variable can be used, sorry, reused. Okay, means again and again we can repeatedly we can call those variables. Okay, but single variable will be called in a block of code only, right? So that's the difference between local and global variable, right? Now let's take a practice example. Let us say, uh, okay, I want a variable called temp and is equals to, give a value 60, and I just wanted to print this value. So dollar $p and space exclamatory mark and temp, right? Exclamatory mark and temp. So now you have to answer me here, what is the variable name, what is the value stored, and what it will be printed. So this is a practice question for you guys. Answer me in the comment section, what is the variable, what is the value stored, and what it will be printed. Okay, so these three answers that you have to give me in the comment section. Okay, so thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video.